Taylor with Full Force Gymnastics. We are back for week 2 of our At Home with FFG. It doesn't look like we're going to be in the gym this week, so we thought we'd bring you some more videos. We really enjoyed seeing everybody's pictures and videos that you guys sent us from home. We just loved seeing the kids, so it made our days. So we're gonna get started. This video is for Mom, Pop, and Tots. So Coach Taylor is going to start us off with a stretch.
All right. So we're gonna start off by reaching up nice and tall for the ceiling, and then we're gonna try to touch the floor. And reach up one more time and give yourself a big hug and do some twists. And then we're gonna try to stand in the straddle, and we're gonna reach for each foot and reach for the other foot. And now we're gonna sit in our straddle, and we're gonna reach up nice and tall and wave, and we're gonna pat the middle, and then we're gonna give our knees a kiss. And then you're gonna sit in your pike and reach up nice and tall and try to tickle your toes, tickle your toes, tickle your toes. And then you're gonna grab one leg and you're gonna wave to your friends, say hello, and give your knee a big kiss. And grab your other leg and wave to your friends and give your knee a big kiss. And then we're gonna make our peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You're gonna put some peanut butter on one foot and some jelly on the other and stick them together. Take a big bite. And then you're gonna flap your wings. Let's flap our wings. And now we're gonna get in our tuck position. You're gonna get in your tuck and try to give your knees a big hug. And now we're gonna do our crab bridge. So have them put their hands behind them, and they're gonna lift their bottom up into the air and see if they can pick up one leg and pick up the other leg. And then we're gonna do a knee scale. We're gonna get on our knees and try to stick one leg out behind us, and then switch and do the other leg. And then parents will have them get in a squat, and we'll do a few donkey kicks before we blast off. So you'll grab them on their hips and we'll kick. 2, 3, and now we are ready for blast off. Everyone get in position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. All right, now Coach Dagan's gonna take us into our next thing.
All right, so now that we're stretched, we'll get started on today's stations. So first we've designed a couch workout for you guys. You can do this on your couch, obviously. We have designed a couch out of mats to give you a better visual, but you can also do it on a chair or an ottoman or even your bed as long as it's low enough. Make sure you do this with them. You're spotting them. You're not letting them do it by themselves. All right, so Coach Taylor's gonna come over here. We're gonna get into our first move. So the first one is going to be a Spider-Man handstand. So basically they're gonna walk their feet up the couch. And remember, Coach Taylor is not a tot, so she's a little bit longer, but just visual this being with a tot. So anyways, you're gonna walk your feet up just like this. And then if they're comfortable and they have nice straight arms, strong arms, they're not bending, you can lift their legs up into a handstand like that, and then you can set them down, and then just have them walk back down. Now you can do this in a circuit form like we do during class, how we go from one station to another, or you can do 5 of these, then move on to the next move. However you want to do it, or you're more comfortable doing it. So the next one is going to be a straddle handstand. So they're going to put their hands on the floor. They're going to walk their feet up in a straddle. So her legs are going to go apart. I know it's hard to see on this video, but she's in a straddle with her legs apart. And then as see she's in a straddle, feet apart. Then to come down, they can either put them together and walk down, or they can walk down still in their straddle. All right, the next move is gonna be hands on the couch. So she's gonna put her hands up here, and we're also gonna get a pillow, and she's just going to jump her feet up like a donkey kick. So you guys can make sure they have straight arms, grab their hips, and just do 3, 1, 2, 3. If they get that, and you can start to show them to straighten their legs when they do it. So 1, 2, 3, that's great. The next thing is we are going to do a jump over a pillow. So this is our little pillow. You'll put it on the floor, and you can have them put their hands on top of the couch, and then just help them jump over and back over the pillow. You can do that 4 times, just an even number, so you have the same amount on each side. The next thing is going to be a roll off the couch. Since Coach Taylor is obviously not a tot, we're gonna turn her sideways so she goes off of the armrest on this. So, but this you could do regular with a normal size top. So she's gonna roll on her belly, and she's gonna put her hands on the floor, and then you just wanna make sure her head is tucked, and then you just grab their legs and roll, tuck your chin, just like that. Make sure that there's something soft under their head. You obviously wouldn't want to do this on hardwood floors. You could put a little rug or like a bath mat. You could do a yoga mat, anything like that, just so it's nice and soft for them. So that's that one, and then we're gonna reverse it and do it backwards. So she's gonna come and lay down. Again, when they're doing this at home, they'll be doing it not off of the side, but they can lay down. We're gonna try to make her fit. They can put their feet on the back of the couch too, and then slide back. All right, so here you're just gonna have them put their arms up. Make sure you tell them nice strong arms. Grab their hips, push them back so their hands are flat, and then you can put one arm under their legs near their bottom, grab their hips, and just roll them off like that. So those are some things you guys can use the couch or any of your furniture to do for a couch workout. All right, next Coach Taylor is going to be using toys to show you guys a few things you can do as far as using your toys or something at home that you have laying around.
All right. So once again, we have our dinosaur friends with us. We're gonna line them up across the floor with a little bit of space in between each one. All right, and we will start off by doing in and outs over the toy. So this is working on a straddle jump for the future, but pretty much they're gonna end up bringing their legs out and bringing them together as they go over the toys. So they're gonna go out and in, out and in, and then turn around and do it again. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. So you can kind of speed it up or slow it down based on how they're doing. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do the same thing, but this time we're gonna bend over and touch the toy. So you're gonna start with your feet together. They're gonna jump out, come in, touch the toy. Jump out, come in, touch the toy. Jump out, come in, touch the toy. So that's another option for you guys to do. Another thing that we worked on last week, but we definitely could work on again, is jumping over with 2 feet. So remember, we want them to jump over with 2 feet and land on 2 feet. So they'll start with their arms up, feet together, jump over, land on 2 feet, over, land on 2 feet, and over. And then lastly, you guys can have them do a zigzag in between the toys. So they can put their arms up and they can walk in a zigzag, and they can speed it up and kind of do like little running feet. And then they could even try to jump side to side over the dinosaurs. All right, so now we're gonna get into a floor exercise with Coach Tegan.
All right, so we are gonna do just a couple of different rolls. We'll do some handstands for you guys just to show you some stuff that you guys can do at home. Put this back for you guys. All right, so first we'll get into log rolls. So if you watch Coach Taylor, she's just gonna lay down on her belly, and she's gonna start laying down with her arms up above her and her feet extended behind her. She's gonna keep her ankles together, arms are gonna be squeezed to her ears, and she's just gonna flip over like she's rolling like a log. And then she can come back. There we go. Just like that. So the thing with this, you want to try to really have them straighten their legs and straighten their arms so it's not like an egg roll. We can show you an egg roll as well. You just get in a little ball, grab your knees, and then roll. So since Easter's coming up soon, we do egg rolls usually in here. So roll back. There you go. So that's an egg roll. The next thing, we're just gonna work on forward rolls. So remember, you wanna make sure that you have them either on your carpet or a yoga mat, or put a rug under them so that they're not doing it on a hard surface where they could bump their head or anything. So first, we're gonna start in our straight body. We learned this last week in our positions. So she's gonna have arms fully extended, feet together, and then she's gonna put her hands down. Make sure she tucks her head and roll. Good. Make sure at the end of their roll, you're definitely emphasizing ta-da at the end. So then we'll do one coming towards you. The other thing, if they can do this forward roll by themselves, try to see if they can stand up without using their hands and touching the floor to stand up. So they'll do arms up, hands down, make sure they tuck their head, push them over, and then stand up. So that's if they are already doing forward rolls with ease by themselves. The next thing is gonna be a straddle roll. So she's gonna come over here and she's gonna start in her straddle, legs apart. And then here's where all the positions come in that we talked about last week. So here's your straddle roll. Stand in your straddle, arms up. She's gonna put her hands down, tuck that head in, and roll and land in a straddle. Just like that. So that is the straddle roll. The next one is going to be a pike roll. So she'll stand with her feet together, arms up. She's gonna bend straight down, not bend her knees. Tuck her head, roll, and she's gonna land in her pike. There we go. All right, next we're gonna go backwards. So they can start sitting on the ground. You can have them sit in a tuck position. And then, I know you guys hear this in our classes, we're gonna do pizza hands. So pizza hands are basically hands like you're holding pizzas. So we call them pizza hands. So you'll have their pizza hands. And then we're just gonna walk you through this slowly. So you'll just have them lay down. on the ground. You have them put their feet up, and then what you can do is grab their hips and just push them over, like that. And just make sure they land on their feet. A lot of them, the first couple times they do it, they'll land like this with their knees first. If you can't get them to stop landing on their knees, come right here and turn to the side on your feet. So at the end of the roll, just hold their legs up so they're hovering, and don't let them put them down until they put their actual feet on the floor. So that's something you can do to really enforce them landing on their feet and not on their knees. Alright, so now we're going to go into handstands. So if you have your pillow, you don't have to use a pillow, but if you have one or a cushion or something that's pretty firm, you can put it on the ground. You could even do this as long as it's stable with like a big book or a stack of books. Just make sure it's stable and it's not going to move out from under them. So we're going to work on our handstand. She's going to start in her lunge. So just ask them to put their favorite foot in front, arms up. Now, typically, whichever foot that they keep on putting out is going to be the foot that they end up using for gymnastics, for cartwheels, handstands. I know some of them, if they're on the older end of this class, towards 3 years old, and they're starting to draw and color and stuff, it might be a different foot from what their dominant hand is. In gymnastics, you could be right-handed, left-footed, left-handed, right-footed. It really doesn't matter. It's more on what you're comfortable with. So she's gonna put arms up. She's gonna stick her favorite foot in front, and you're just gonna have them put their hands on the ground, grab their back foot, have them kick up, and we're just gonna hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure you tell them strong arms when they do this. Then you're gonna push down the foot that they started with, have them put that down, arms up, finish. If they are not ready for doing a lunge position, you can have them put their feet together, put their hands on the floor, and then you can bring them up to a handstand this way. Have them give you a little jump, and you can put them up like this. Those are just some different handstand things you can do. As far as cartwheels, just like last week, you can have them start in their lunge and put their favorite foot out. You can have them turn their hands. Their hands are going to turn towards the foot that's out. So wherever their foot is, they're going to put their fingers facing towards whatever is over that way. So they're going to turn their hands. You can just grab their feet and just have them jump to the other side and finish in their lunge. If they're not ready for lunges, you can have them put their feet together. So some of our younger ones, like our 18 months old and then 2-year-olds, they might just want to do 2 feet. That's fine too. So you can grab their hips and just have them jump around the side. So that is all as far as our floor workout today. Remember to always have a soft surface, no hard surfaces. Hopefully we'll have some nice weather. Maybe y'all could do this in the yard. Just make sure there's no dips or anything of that nature. And that is all for our week 2 workout. Some other fun things you can do. Coach Taylor found some coloring pages that we're going to send you guys in the email with these videos. We will post all of this on our YouTube page as well, and we'll send you the links. We'll put it on Facebook. Also, make sure you're practicing your positions that we practiced last week. So if you wanted to do the last week videos, you could do those first and then these, or you could just do one each day. But we just want to keep you guys active. We want to keep you guys flipping with us. We miss you guys. We're hoping this will be over soon, but for the next week, we will just plan to have these videos for you. So you guys keep flipping, and we will see you next time. Thank you. Oh, should we do our cheer?
Yes.
All right, so we'll do tumble tots rock on 3. 1, 2, 3. Tumble tots rock! Yay!